This episode is brought to you by Brilliant. Click the link in the description below. Smart homes are so much more than just gadgets and flashy effects. If you're into sustainability, EVs, and renewable energy, there's some really great smart home options available today that can reduce and track your energy usage, keep a healthy house, and add some security. Of course, you don't need to be into sustainability to find items on this best smart home tech list interesting and useful. I'm Matt Ferrell. Welcome to Undecided. I spend a lot of time talking about renewable energy and EVs, but smart home tech is kind of near and dear to my heart. Not only can it be a lot of fun, but there's some great tech that can improve not just your comfort, but your energy use as well. My list of tech items here are some of the things I've really been enjoying over the course of 2020. And if you're looking for a little slice of fun in an otherwise really bizarre year, this could be it. There are 8 things that I want to call out, which I've organized into categories, and the last one is kind of a cheat. It's not really a smart home thing, but it's still smart in my book. First up is some of the smart home tech I've been using to not only keep us comfortable, but to help us track and reduce our energy usage, which in turn should help save some money over time. So number 1 is Ecobee. I've done a deep dive review on this already, but I've got to call out Ecobee Smart Thermostat. Whether you're concerned about sustainability, saving money, or both, getting a handle on heating and cooling your home is the best place to start. It accounts for over half of our energy use. The simple act of turning down your temperature by 7 to 10 degrees for 8 hours a day can save you 10% on energy costs over the course of a year. Sadly, most people don't set their thermostats properly, or they just leave them set at a specific temperature all of the time. Smart thermostats can take managing your home temperature to the next level with remote temperature sensors, motion detection, and geolocation to keep you comfortable and save energy where it can. But for me, it's the feature that Ecobee rolled out widely this past year that's taken things up to another notch, which is Eco Plus. It uses machine learning to customize temperature settings to cut costs based on how far you want to push it. In the app, you can turn Eco Plus on and off and dial the tolerances to where you lean. And it can even link into your utility to offer peak relief for the grid to dial back use when electricity is more expensive. So if you live in an area with time of use rates, it takes that all into consideration. Number 2 is Sense. Now, this is another one I've done a deep dive on in the past and even talked to their CEO about how the technology works and where it's going. In case you haven't seen that in the review, the Sense is a whole home energy monitor. You install it into your electric panel with a couple of clamps that go around your main electric wires. Using machine learning, it's able to detect electrical patterns for many of the appliances and larger electronics in the home. They just rolled out a really cool new feature. For a while now, they've had a set of add-on sensors that you can clamp around your solar panel lines to track solar generation. Well, if you don't have solar, you can pick up the flex sensors to track up to 2 different circuits in your home. It's called dedicated circuit monitoring and means that with 100% reliability, you can track an EV charger, your HVAC system, whatever you want. It's a great add-on, and if you want to know more, I'll include a link in the description with some details as well as how to get one at a discount. Number 3 is Aquanta. Now this is a newer addition to my home, and while not as sexy as some of my other smart home tech, it's really pretty cool. Much like a smart thermostat adds smarts to your HVAC system, Aquanta adds smarts to your water heater. Yes, like I said, not sexy, but it's still pretty cool, trust me. Now, I've wanted to update my water heater system to something more efficient for a while now, but the cost has been holding me back. About 18% of the average home's energy cost goes to your water heater, and that's why Aquanta caught my attention. They make smart controllers that will fit most standard electric or natural gas water heaters. You simply attach it to the top of the water heater, plug a cable into your water heater's controller, and attach a couple of temperature sensors. Aquanta can tell you the temperature of your water, how much there is, allows you to set schedules for heating the water, or allow the system to use machine learning to manage the heating based on how much your home is using water. They claim that between 10 and 30% of water heating energy can be saved, but I haven't been able to confirm that myself because I don't have specific natural gas usage tracking before and after I installed it. The app does show how much energy you're using day to day, so you can make adjustments and see what kind of impact it has over time. Moving on to smart home tech that can help make for a healthier home, I've been getting a lot of use out of air quality sensors. There's a growing list of scientific evidence showing that indoor air can sometimes be more polluted than outdoor air. And since we spend most of our time inside the house, especially now, it's a good idea to make sure you're keeping track of the air quality inside your home. So number 4 is Kaiterra's Laser Egg. Now, while I'm referencing the Kaiterra Laser Egg I've been using for the past year, there are a lot of great air quality sensors out there to choose from, like Aware, AirThings, and NetAtmo. In the case of the Laser Egg that I've been using, it's the Laser Egg Plus chemical model, which tracks fine dust, smog, and VOCs. Inside the app, you get logs of the air quality index, particle level, and volatile organic compounds, or VOCs, as well as the temperature. In the case of VOCs, those are some of the dangerous off gases that we often get in our homes from paints, furniture, carpets, plastics, you name it. Now, in and of itself, these kind of monitors are a little limited since they're just telling you the readings. If you see high levels of CO2 or VOCs, it's up to you to act on it, like opening windows or turning on an exhaust fan. But if you pair a sensor like this with your smart home and other devices like an air filter or a fan, you can create some pretty cool automations. In my case with the laser egg, I've got a routine set up with IFTTT that if levels get high, it can turn on an air filter that's plugged into a smart outlet. Or you could set up an alert system to turn a light red or to blink a light if levels get dangerously high. There's a lot of possibilities there. Number 5 is the Dyson PureCool air filter. And somewhat related to the laser egg is this Dyson, which I got earlier this year. I've used HEPA filters like this for decades now since I've got some pretty bad allergies, including to my dog. Now I've used so many of these things I've lost count, including some of the better systems out there from Molecule, Rabbit Air, Blue Air. Seriously, I've tried them all. Now this Dyson, which is pricey, is my absolute favorite of the bunch. Not only is it a great air filter, but the air quality sensor that's built into the unit is very, very good, if not better than what's in the laser egg. And on top of that, they're designed to double as a fan, so you're getting a nice multifunctional tool. Most air filters just generally distribute the air back up into the room. The Dyson can direct that airstream to keep you cool, or out the back of the unit to distribute the air gently back into the room. It automatically ramps the fan if particle or VOC levels get too high, and the app provides some nice visuals and logs of the sensor readings over time, just like the laser egg. The two downsides are the price and the lack of integration to things like IFTTT or other smart home services, but it's been worth every penny in my book. Over the summer, I noticed a big difference when we turned this thing off and my allergies started kicking into high gear again. That brings me to the third category of gear, security. I've done quite a few reviews on smart doorbells, floodlights, and cameras, so it shouldn't be a surprise with number 6 on my list, which is the EufyCam 2 and 2C. I've been asked quite a few times for updates on my EufyCams and if I'm still happy with them and use them. The answer is yes. I still really like them and really enjoy having battery-operated cameras that are super easy to set up wherever you want them. You don't have to worry about wires, but it does mean having to take them down once or twice a year to charge them up. I don't use the EufyCam E cameras anymore, and I've upgraded to the EufyCam 2 and the 2C in a few areas around the house. And the big reason is Apple HomeKit. I've dinged Eufy in every single one of my reviews on their products for the lack of integrations, and I still feel that way. They have very surface level integrations into Amazon and Google, so if you have an Amazon or Google screen device like the Google Nest Hub or Amazon Echo Show, you can call up any one of your cameras to see what's happening. Well, with Apple HomeKit, they've finally gone beyond that surface level integration, and I'm really liking it so far. These were already some of the best battery security cameras you can get, but they're now also one of the best HomeKit cameras that you can get because they also tap into HomeKit Secure Video. That's Apple's implementation of saving security camera footage into your iCloud account. It's all encrypted and only you can view it, and it's one of the few online security storage services I actually trust. Once you have these linked into your HomeKit setup, preview images will show directly in the Apple Home app. Tap it and you'll see and hear a live feed. Along the bottom will be a timeline of recordings with face and object detection markers. It can recognize specific people and even distinguish if an animal triggered a recording or a car. Along the top, you get a date picker to move between days or weeks. It's not the best security app UI I've used, but it's very good. Which brings me to the next one, number 7, iSmartGate. Now again, just like the water heater and the Aquanta, this may not be the sexiest option, but it's still pretty cool. iSmartGate was kind enough to send me this to test out, and I really genuinely like it. For years, I've been using Garagio as a smart garage door opener control, but had very limited integrations. I had this jerry-rigged setup going from Garagio to IFTTT, to Hubitat, to Homebridge, to Apple Home for controlling it from my phone. All of those hops meant that it was really, really slow to respond when using Siri, Amazon, or Google to issue a command. iSmartGate has HomeKit integration built right in, and there's even apps available for SmartThings and Hubitat for direct control. Now it's super responsive. But this is why I'm including it in my security category. It offers built-in security camera features, so if you're using the iSmartGate app, you get a live view of the door on the door control. It's really quite cool. The downside to unlock this feature costs extra as a software unlock, but it's still a really cool feature. The kit they sent me came with a camera that's fine. It's fine, it's nothing to write home about. But since I'm using Apple Home as my main app, I tossed a EufyCam 2C on the wall and get similar functionality right in the Home app. A live video view right next to the button control. And before I get to number 8, my last one, which is a bit of a cheat, I'd like to thank Brilliant for sponsoring this video. If you'd like to get more comfortable with scripting and writing code to customize your smart home, check out the computer science courses at Brilliant. The Programming with Python course really helped me brush up my programming basics. It's a great starter language and a springboard to whatever path you want to follow. Now, even if you don't think you can hack the computer science course, yep, I said it. They have over 60 courses including topics in logic, science, and mathematics. They teach all of the concepts through fun and interactive challenges, which help you to understand the why of something, not just the how. It helps to develop your intuition, which is my favorite part about Brilliant. It taps into the way I learn. Go to brilliant.org/undecided to sign up for free. The first 200 people will get 20% off their annual premium membership. Thanks to Brilliant and to all of you for supporting the channel. And finally, my last category and gear that I want to call out, like I said at the beginning, this one's a bit of a cheat. It's not really smart home, but it's still smart. Go electric and get rid of your gas-powered stuff for your yard. So number 8 is Ego. And to double down on my cheat, I'm lumping a whole bunch of things into one recommendation and call out. It's all of the Ego products. I did a review of their latest lawnmower near the beginning of the summer, and a quick follow-up in that review would be that I absolutely love the mower even through the entire season. We have their leaf blower, edge trimmer, and brand spanking new just out of the box, the 2-stage snowblower. Every single product I own and have bought myself with my own money, I absolutely love. Not only have they operated as well as any gas-powered product I've owned before them, but they do it in a way that's actually more enjoyable to use. They're lighter, quieter, and require far less maintenance, and there's no gasoline or oil smell. Electrify everything. I'll most likely be doing a review this winter after I use the snowblower a few times, so be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to not miss that. Now jump into the comments and let me know what your top smart home or sustainable tech products would be, and be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell if you think I've earned it. And as always, a special thank you to all of my patrons. All of your support is really helping to make these videos possible. And if you like this video, be sure to check out one of the ones I've linked to right here. And as always, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.